watching us from. And here, before we get going with the first race, here's our current points here. This is after last night, which is round 4. Our top 3 in points, Samuel Gibbs has got 192. Brixton Wirt, who had a really good run last night, scored, he's up to 211. And Ian Torfey, we mentioned that name a lot last night in the main event with 225. And that's the current point standings as of right now after round 4. This is round 5 of the 2023 season. We are actually one race past halfway. We got 8 races for 8 weekends. So that's going to be kind of cool. Here's our lineup as they make their way around in the pace lap for the AM Ortega Junior 1 karts. Starting in that front row, we got Caden Greinke. Mentioned his name a lot last night. He'll start on the pole alongside Samuel Gibbs, alongside of him. Brixton Wirt, row 2 inside, along with Ian Torfey outside in row 2. Row 3 inside, Michael Scafuto alongside Penelope Scafuto in row 3. Row 4, we're going to end up with Cooper McClellan in the 269 and Lily Shipley Hayes in the 211.
Well, of course, we saw the point standing there. That was pretty much the way the podium went yesterday. Ian Torfey, the man that stood on top of that box, looking to be on top once again here. But Caden Greinke, he'll be up front with Samuel Gibbs and see if these two can make a run here and see if we can change that podium up a little bit and maybe shake the points up. And that's what they're looking to do as we get past that halfway point in the season. The Honda Talons leading them around. We should see it pull off as soon as the lights go off. That's always a good indication. You'll see those holometer lights on top. When they go off and pull off, there it is. Coming up to the Ogden Batteries green flag, and we are green, green, green. Gibbs on the outside, Greinke to the inside. And you can see Wirt and Torfey there in second and third. And trying to make some moves.
Yeah, I thought last night racing was really, really good, and I thought maybe we both mentioned a couple of times how much faster. Is it me, or are these cars really faster than what they were the last year or two? And we both mentioned that we're kind of caught off guard. And I thought maybe it's because it was at night, under the lights, everything seems bigger, brighter, faster, that whole kind of thing. Everything just really stands out under the lights. And as I watch them right now, they haven't slowed down in the daylight. Oh, we got contact made. Yeah, cars, 2 of them are turned around in that infield right-hander.
It looks like that was Penelope Scafuto, and it looks like possibly McClellan, I believe. But yeah, I think these kids have all gotten a little faster, and that's one of the things about this. And plus, the track really makes fast racing conditions.
I don't like saying the track was easy to drive last night because it's a racing surface. I don't care what it is. It's not easy. But the confidence level when a track is prepped like this, it gives that added confidence to driver to go faster. Is that a replay or is that another? Oh, that's another incident. 2 cars got together.
Is that Wirt? That's Brixton Wirt.
Oh, that way back in the far left section. Yeah, they're locked up. They got the track crew right there, right where they separate them. They both should be able to get back underway, but that's going to – the only saving grace is that competition yellow.
Yes. Which they're coming up a little bit here. 10 laps, make up the distance. 5. We're going to throw that comp caution.
Looks like one car is having issues getting fired back up and underway. Let's see, it's moving. Yeah, it's back.
Yeah, it looks like Wirt's running again too.
That's one really. That's probably the most important aspect of that competition yellow. Everyone says it takes away from if one guy has got a really good car set up and he's gone, it takes away from that particular setup and that kind of day that he's having. I think it's a fair trade-off because somewhere along the line, it's called karma.
It comes back around.
Yeah, and as good as you're doing that day, it's going to come back and bite you. Yeah. You're going to go, oh, thank God, there's that comp yellow.
Yeah, full circle thing. I always do it. And you see Caden Greinke goes by the 2-2-3. Torfey out front leading. Samuel Gibbs. Followed by Michael Scafuto, Shipley Hayes, Wirt, Penelope Scafuto. And Caden Greinke unfortunately got shuffled all the way back on that one. Now we're really going to use that competition caution to get them bunch
Wow.
out because they are all
This is,
the way around the track.
yeah, they're equally gapped out of like, what, 4 or 5 seconds between each one. This entire racetrack is covered right now. I've never seen it like this before. It's almost like qualifying.
Yeah, it really is.
They weren't this separated for qualifying.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy there. Ian Torfey, the only one not having issues, our points leader, yesterday's winner. Granke makes the appearance there.
And we got one car on its side.
Oh,
That infield right-hander.
one of the Scafuto cars.
And 2 of our track are able to get back up on its side, or back up on its wheels. See if they can get it fired back up. All I saw was a cloud of dust. I didn't actually see it happen. There's a drone shot.
217 there.
That is Michael.
Michael was running third. Boy, that's going to change things up for him, too.
Yeah, it's a big names already in this class having issues out there. And we're not even at the halfway point yet.
Well, all these kids fighting to change that podium up. The only one so far that hasn't changed is Torfey up front. And then now Samuel Gibbs has moved, who was third yesterday, moved into that second position. And how about Shipley Hayes? She's moved up into the third position. So Lily doing a good job. And there's that caution, Scott.
It's going to take a while to get these kids grouped up.
Yeah, I know.
Wow, it might take 2 pace laps to do so.
And sometimes getting some of these trophy car kids, as it's been referred to, as herding cats. Getting them back in the line in the correct order sometimes when mayhem ensues.
What's kind of scary when you think of, not scary, but it's funny when you think about it. There are, 5 drivers now currently running in the top 3 classes of NASCAR that have come from
Absolutely
trophy carts. But when these same NASCAR drivers, the Haley Deegans of the world and
the Zane Smith, the Riley Herbst,
Creed.
Sheldon Creed.
You know, when they were running trophy carts, they were helter-skelter all over the place. What do I always say? The most dangerous position or job to have
was a track worker during
was a
race.
corner flagger during a trophy cart race. Those particular NASCAR drivers were the reason
Yeah.
half the guys out in the racetrack are doing face plants and dive bombing out of the way.
And Brad, our old buddy
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
definitely the man who's
Was run over twice.
if
Yeah.
not 3 or 4 times. I think a water truck might have hit him once.
But yeah, and to see, I don't want to take anything away from the top flight drivers that we're now watching on NASCAR, but the kids, I think, behind the wheel right now
Are farther
ahead in their driving ability than the same drivers were back 20 years ago,
I agree.
15 years ago. We saw racing from all 3, both trophy car classes in the 170s. Awesome passing last night, and no touching.
No, you're right.
There was no touching. It was clean passes. It was clean racing.
The old days, it was basically a bash fest for a while.
I don't think they knew that there was a pedal on the left.
Man, I'm supposed to lift. And it looks like Michael Scafuto, they've held him up there, and they're going to let him tack the back of the field.
Oh, our first one of our fans that are tuned in, Marv Thorson, is checked in from Northern Nevada. So thanks a lot for tuning in earlier this morning, Marv. It's cool to see you a part of it. Who's your favorite driver, I'm wondering? Northern Nevada. That could be a lot of places.
Trying to think, was that like Area 51?
Is Area 51 Northern Nevada? I thought it was outside of Las Vegas.
Well, it's kind of north of Las Vegas. I guess it would be.
Between Vegas and, St. George, Utah, somewhere out there?
And an undisclosed location.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
Undisclosed that everybody knows about.
Yeah. They got what, Tonopah up there, too, or something in that area?
Oh, there's a diamond in the rough. Yeah. Wow.
Well, Ian Torfey back in his dominant way. So it's going to be Torfy, Gibbs, and look at this. Brixton Wirt. And no. We got another 3 cars.
Boy, those teal cars seem like they've been involved in every single incident so far.
Well, there are a few Scafutos out there. Just as we say, they've been behaving themselves, and now we're starting to see them back to the old ways. Second day racing, some of the kids that were in the back, tend to get a little frustrated.
They were up too late last night playing flashlight tag.
Yeah. That's one of the cool things about all the families and the kids out here all playing. It's in a gated area. It's all safe.
Once again, some great camera shots. I mean, some of these ground level cameras are shooting just as good, if not better, pictures than the drones, and the drones are killing it.
Yeah, this is an incredible shot coming around here. I'm loving this one.
Oh, and Marv Thorson checks in again and goes, he's in Carson City.
Carson City.
That's one place I've never been, is Carson City.
Very cool.
But still, thank you for tuning in. This is pretty cool. Love that you're there. Well, 5th, 6th, and 7th right now the only real contest out on the racetrack between Penelope Scafuto, Caden Greinke, and Cooper McClellan, and that a little bit further back in the pack.
Yeah, Torfy's definitely checked out. Brixton Wirt trying to roll it in. He's up in that second position. And look at this, Samuel Gibbs in third. Pretty much a little deja vu from yesterday.
Off-road is no different than other forms of motorsports in that, one night you'd be going to the World of Outlaws sprint car race, and that guy is just on fire with this. A white flag comes out one more time around for our leader. But it's like somebody could just light the track on fire one night at the World of Outlaws and just have the perfect setup, and the next night come back, same racetrack, same conditions, and that car is just out to lunch. The setup is way off. Off-road is no different.
Yeah.
These little cars right here, these little trucks, are no different. Could have been on fire last night, and you basically clean it up, check a few things, and get ready for the next round of racing, and all of a sudden it's completely messed up. You have no idea what's going on.
Well, Torfy seems to be unscorched on that one for sure, because running out front on the white flag, he's got a couple of humps, a left turn, 2 bumps, and a checkered flag in his future.
Humps, bumps, and a turn. All right.
That's right. In this case, a couple of fingers.
Yeah, he's the only driver. He takes a checkered flag, the only driver in the 55-second bracket, so he's been showing the way around from the drop of the green flag. Ian Torfy will take the win in the AM Ortega Junior 1 Kart Division. Brixton Wirt running that second spot. Samuel Gibbs will come around for the final podium spot. Lily Shipley-Hayes, a little bit better run than she had last night, finishing in 4th. Penelope Scafuto will round out the top 5 with Caden Greinke, Cooper McClellan, and Mike Scafuto rounding out the field. We'll send Dave Arnold trackside to talk to our top 3 finishers in just a moment as they make their way around the racetrack on a cool-down lap and heading towards the podium. And there's our unofficial results for the AM Ortega Junior 1 karts. 8th spot goes to Michael Scafuto with Cooper McClellan finishing 7th. 6th will be Caden Greinke. Top 5 will go to Penelope Scafuto in that 5th spot. Lily Shipley-Hayes 4th. And our podium finishers will be Samuel Gibbs in third, Brixton Wirt second, and taking the win once again, Ian Torfey in the 297 as they are now crawling out of their cars, working right to the podium. And Dave Arnold has our top 3 finishers trackside. Dave?
Fastest ever seen the kids out of the car. Well, here we are again. Is this a little deja vu? Same spot as yesterday. Sam, I got to say it was a good race, though. And it was a little crazy the first half there. I didn't know if you were going to get this podium or not, did you?
No.
So what happened out there?
On turn 4, like I was coming out of the turn, and then the car just like started glitching, and then it started going slow, and I just pushed it all the way to the finish line.
And then you're able to just get back. The second half of the race came together.
Yeah.
Well, that was a good one. Do you want to thank some people, bud?
Chemie engineering, my mom, my dad, my grandma, my Shannon, my spotter, and everybody else.
Give it up for Sam Gibbs, everybody. Good job for this young man, the TGR driver. Going to move it over to Brixton Wirt. And wow, Brixton. It's crazy. You know, Sammy was having his problems, and you got tied up over there. Didn't look like a podium was in your future, and you fought back.
Yeah.
So what happened?
I just thought I had enough room, and I tried to go in turn. Just he got into my back bumper, and we got tied up.
And then just got tied up. Just a racing incident, right?
Yeah.
But you fought back hard to get up here, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, do you want to thank some people?
My dad, Coach Troy, Ogio Boxo, Pro Eagle, and that's it.
Give it up for Brixton Wirt, everybody. Great job. Fought his way back to the podium, and someone didn't have any problems out there. Ian, what a killer job, man. You got there. Yeah, last night got the win. You got the points lead, and here you are on top. For that, Mountain High. You got a whole weekend of skiing up in Mountain High now.
Yeah, I do.
I was looking forward to it. Just have to wait for the weather to change, right?
Yeah.
So tell me about the race out there. What was going through your nut mind?
I'm gonna start just push Samuel out to the lead, then take his spot.
Yeah, and then we had, I know Caden Granke was there in the front. You were in the back row. So you got by them?
Yeah.
Well, that worked out. Do you want to thank some people?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Hi Mom, Walker Evans Racing, Sparko, Troy Adams, Hoosier Tires, Rugged Radios, Kanan, Gas for putting on this race, and my mom, my dad, and my whole entire family.
Give it up for this young man, let alone all of them. Ian Torfey up on top. Samuel Gibbs in that third position there. And again, Brixton Wirt second. And standing tall on top of the box once again, Ian Torfey. Well, there are the juniors, the future of the sport. And I know Scott and I, we've talked so many times about a lot of our future kids have come from this sport that are racing NASCAR now, off-road. They're champions, whether it's in the big trucks or go anywhere. That's the future right there, folks. Back to you, Scott.
Thanks a lot, Dave. And again, congratulations to our top 3 finishers in AM Ortega Junior 1 karts. Torfey, Wirt, Gibbs. Nice job, guys. Now it's time to have a little bit of fun.